Wrexlepert.
Hi guys, this is the Wrexlepert back here for episode 2 of the Wrexlepert. Now I really want to thank you for making the first episode such a resounding success. I've got a lot to get through tonight, so let's just go right ahead. So this is the second edition of Raw in the Netflix era, so this is Raw's first ever second episode on Netflix. So CM Punk kicks off the show. But Michael Cole makes some disgusting comment about Punk's black cocks stink, which I think is really just that's far too much TMI for this early in the night. Whatever CM Punk gets up to in his own time is his business. How Michael Cole came across the information about whether or not they stink is peculiar, but I suppose Netflix, all bets are off. You can talk about anything now, so let's see what else they say as the night goes on. But Punk himself, he had a thing or two to say about Cena, confirming that despite everyone else's collective vision impairment, Punk can indeed see him. Punk will be entering the Royal Rumble. He also insists he can see a WrestleMania sign, which clearly isn't there. I'm starting to think maybe he should have a brain scan, actually. This is kind of worrying, guys. Burn it down! Out comes Seth freaking Rollins to announce he will also be entering the Royal Rumble. Seems like a pattern here. Yep, now Drew, wanna guess what he's gonna announce? This is so bleakly predictable, but kind of exciting too. These three guys, they had a lot of interesting stuff to say back and forth and sideways, because there's three of them. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what happens there. So they all three will enter the Royal Rumble, and so who's that gonna be? The returns continue. Here comes the Olympic gold medalist. Oh no, it's a guy called Chad Gable. I stand corrected. I'm man enough to admit that. Man, that guy has some broccoli ears on him. And out comes his mystery opponent. Penta. Oh yeah, of course, Penta, obviously, yeah. Penta, yeah. Oh yeah, Penta has a really great match against Chad Gable. Penta hits some great moves. There's a overhead pile driver from Penta at one point. Penta does his sacrifice, his arm breaker. Eventually, Penta wins after a Penta driver by Penta. Great win for Penta, who Chad Gable just lost to in this very match. He does a big speech after. I didn't quite catch all of it because he kept switching between English and Mexican, but I still liked it somehow. Man, he's on a hot streak lately. He must be online for a title shot by now. The next pro wrestling contest is between Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. There's a backstage interview. It's a pretty scary looking women. We're gonna put some women on screen so guys can ogle them. Yep, sickening. Women are actually worth a lot more than that, They have things to say. It could actually be of value in this vile business. Anyway, I didn't quite catch what their interview was about, but I wish those ladies well. And now out comes Ludwig Kaiser. He and Sheamus are due to have a banger match. Enough with the gimmick matches. Just give me. One point, Kaiser tries to use the Irish stick as a weapon, but Sheamus hits him with a hellacious, or should I say hell Sheamus, bro kick to get the win. Backstage, Seth freaking Rollins and Sami not so freaking Zayn have a little tense chat. Seth uses his words, makes some good points, and maybe gives Sami something to think about as far as a certain Roman Reigns is concerned. Now, there's an interview with Carlito and the little person with the large head. He actually made some good points about the rather unpleasant nature of the media. Then out next is the Gunther. Oh, cool. I didn't know Raw had a world champion. Oh, here comes either Jimmy or Jey Uso. I love this yeet thing. I've been saying it with him for years. Man, Gunther is so boring. The dude needs a yeet or a dance or some kind of fun slogan. I don't know, maybe slam it, baby. But anyway, they announced they're gonna have a title match at Saturday night's event. Cole said if Jimmy or Jey Uso wins, this will be his first singles title. But a quick glance at Wikipedia actually tells me he has won the Intercontinental title. So I think that's another big W here for the Wrexlepert, and another L for the loser Michael Cole. W. Okay, so next up is Lyra Valkyra versus the Cobra Kai. It's the next match. It's for the Women's Intercontinental Women's Championship title. Oh, sure, yeah. More women wearing skimpy clothes for our titillation. Yeah. At least in the Saudi Arabia shows, they put them in the full-body jumpsuits because they want to make it more about the wrestling. Anyway, Lyra wins the match, making her the first Intercontinental Champion. Huh. Guess they really are raising Uso's IC title reign from history there. Weird. And now backstage, the New Day, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingsman are talking crap about Rey Mysterio. I gotta take this personally, as I've actually met Rey. He's tiny. But yeah, we had some really good conversations. I remember I introduced myself, he signed my book, he said thanks. I really cherished my time with him. And now the Wiz is in the ring. He's awaiting his match with Sami Zayn. Let's go! Sami Zayn's, I love Sami Zayn's music. It's just something real, I don't know, it gives me real nostalgia. Like, I could picture myself just listening to it back in the day after, particularly grueling walk back from the store. Yeah, great stuff. Wiz is showing a kind of raw animal viciousness I've not seen from him. Gotta admit, I find it pretty unsettling. But then Sammy hits the Beluga Kick and the Blue Thunder Bomb to get the big win. They then actually have a Sign of the Night segment, and it just led me thinking, you know what? I've been thinking about doing for a long time these past few episodes is having like a top 10 list. So I'm gonna introduce my first top 10 segment. There'll be many more of these to come, don't you guys worry. But this is gonna be my top 10 signs I'd like to bring to a wrestling show if I ever went to one. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So, number 2. Sorry, I was talking into the back of the microphone. So, at number 10, Wrexlepert. Good to cheap plug in early. Number 9, Cody Rhodes, American Nightmare. The Nightmare being a kind of scary, dark red font. So, I don't know, hopefully they'd still let me bring it in. Number 8, Star Wars, but with the logo, it looked pretty cool on the side of it. Number 7, bring back online play for Silent Mage 3, Shadow of the Black Warlock. Number 6, Rey Mysterio is my friend. And we have a little smiley face after it. Number 5, Wrexlepert, again, but in a much more serious way this time. Number 4, Yeet. Number 3, number 2, hi Dad, and then I include my phone number in case he wants to get in touch. And then number 1, you guys knew it was coming, in huge letters, wrestling. Wrexlepert. So next, sorry guys, you may have noticed I was a little more quiet in the last segment. I have to be a bit more quiet in this segment too. Maybe for the rest of the show, my housemate's back home and he's given me a few words for being a bit loud over the years. So I'm just gonna try and talk a little bit quietly. First, Rhea Ripley is out to celebrate her title win. Mommy is back on top. Yeah, that has an implied undertone of something that I really don't feel women should be forced to be saying things like that in a room full of people like that. It just seems bad and wrong. Nia Jax comes out and really says some very unpleasant things. No need to boo her though. Women are actually allowed to speak for themselves these days. This isn't the 1950s anymore. All these Don Draper wannabes in the crowd make me sick. I can't even remember what happened here. I was just so heck damn angry. And now we have the showdown between Damon Priest and Finn Balor. Oh, it's a street fight. Oh, now we have an interview with Rey Mysterio. Oh, my guy. Ray, how you doing, pal? Ray! Oh, you can't hear me, no. I'm not watching the live stream. Anyway, this match between Priest and Balor was an extremely exciting experience with a lot of holy shh moments. Priest won, obviously. Not gonna have a small guy win the match. I gotta say, overall, this Raw kind of disappointed me. After the high of last week with all the old guys coming out and saying Netflix, this week we just got a bunch of wrestling. Guys I didn't even grow up watching, so I don't know, hopefully they can change this soon, because this could be a disaster real quick if Vince doesn't get his act together and stop all his lazy booking.
Wrexlepert.
Now, there'll be no 5 more minutes this week because of my new Top 10 segment. I'm really sorry. Hopefully this doesn't let you guys down too much after the momentum from last week. I'll try and bring it back next week, depending on my schedule, because I got a D&D game coming in and a pizza night, both coming up in the next few days, so it's all getting pretty hectic around here. But as always, you can get in touch with me at wrexlepert@gmail.com. But please, no emails about why there's no 5 more minutes this week. I believe I've covered the reasons pretty extensively. And this stage you're actually getting really intrusive by bothering me about it like this? I have a right to a personal life. We'll see you next week.
Wrexlepert.